everyone, and welcome to a special episode of Film Bacon. We don't do a lot of videos, but that's about to change, right?
That is about to change, Greg.
Let's change that.
So I had an idea for you.
Did we introduce ourselves? We didn't. I'm Greg.
And I'm Josh.
Hey, you've probably seen us on other shows, so you probably know us anyway.
But I had an idea where everywhere you look, you see these top 5 Christmas movies, top 10 Christmas movies, blah, blah, blah. I said, Greg, why don't you list the top 5 movies that come to your mind, like, instantly? And because he was afraid, I'm going to forget something, just knock them out. 5 movies about Christmas that come to your mind instantly.
Okay, I did, I probably had about 6 that came to my mind. But then, here's what I did. I put them all in the order that I think, from worst to first.
Oh, okay. Well, as we're doing this, we're enjoying some Schlafly Tipa, one of our favorite beers.
Tasmanian IPA. You're on your 13th. I'm only on my second.
That's not true.
So anyway,
let's go back and forth with these. So I'll start.
Number 5 for Josh.
Number 5 for Josh. So actually, it's the first thing that came to my mind. So I don't know if you want to call it number 1, but first movies that came to mind were Home Alone. Home Alone 1 and 2. Stop looking at my page, Greg.
Kevin!
Home Alone.
Home Alone 1
I'm not
and 2.
going to cheat now. I got mine written down.
Classics. I mean, we were like, I don't know, in our late adolescence, early teenage years when these movies came out, in the early 90s.
I think it was like junior high, 7th grade. 7th
These were
grade.
hilarious movies. Macaulay Culkin, and all the shenanigans that went on with Joe Pesci and
Daniel Stern.
Great movies. I mean, I
Definitely.
still think they hold up. They're funny. They're entertaining, and my kids like them. So
They came out at the right time. I'm gonna have to say my number 5, Home Alone.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. We haven't shared our list.
No. It's definitely still holds up, like you said, and I think it came out like the right time for us. Like, we weren't really the rebellious youth yet, like the everything sucks, that kind of
That's
teenage.
probably why my kids like it right now.
Yeah, like we were at the age where it was still funny, hilarious, and we enjoy it.
Yeah.
But okay.
Great. I bet we're gonna go in a completely different direction with number 4.
If you just off the top of your head, okay.
My number 4, and I don't know why it is, but I almost watch this movie every year, and I started watching it probably about 10 years ago. It's called Reindeer Games. It's a movie with Ben Affleck, Gary Sinise, and Charlize Theron.
Ow. Wow. Reindeer games.
Game's over.
Not yet.
I don't know, it has nothing to do with Christmas and the magic of Christmas or anything like that, but it happens on like Christmas, leading up to Christmas. It's all about escaping from prison and robbing places and action and killing and all kinds of crazy stuff. And it's it's rated R. I mean, there's some pretty hardcore stuff in it. It's not family friendly.
No. But it's definitely one of those Christmas, Christmas is the theme, but it's not actually about Christmas. There's lots of movies like that.
And at the end of it, you see Ben Affleck, I think he's walking down the street and he's wearing this right here. He's wearing a Santa hat at the very, at the end of the movie. It's a pretty neat movie. I don't know why, but I like that movie a lot. I like Ben Affleck movies in general. I think he's a pretty good actor, and I like a lot of his stuff.
Let's see what he does as Batman.
Yeah. What's your number 4, Greg?
My number 4, I thought a little bit longer than you. Now, this is a made-for-TV movie. It's got to be Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, all right?
Oh, yeah.
I got to watch it every year.
It's a holly jolly Christmas special for the entire family. Don't miss Rudolph, Sunday, December 4th, in color on most of these stations.
I'm a kid at heart, and, I can't go Christmas without seeing that and singing the stupid little songs, To me, I don't know. Your kids have watched that? I don't
Not
have
this
kids.
year, yeah. Not this year.
But, do they enjoy watching that or whatever?
I think so.
Because, it is old.
How old is it? pretty old, like 60s or something, right?
Yeah, it's at least 50 years old. It's
Yeah.
probably more than that. But I mean, it was old when we were kids, you know. And I don't know. I still like it. They still play it on TV every year, and
Well,
One of
you
my
have
favorite.
that little snippet of the snowman coming down the hill.
Yeah.
And the outtakes of
yeah, the deleted scene.
deleted scene. I watched it today, as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
It's got like 4,000 hits or
I
something
know.
ridiculous.
Go to
like that.
halfassproductions.com. You'll see it.
All right, so that was your number 4.
What's your number 3?
My number 3 is probably on your list as well. It's Christmas Vacation.
This year, let Chevy Chase light up your holidays. National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
That thing had 9 lives. She just spent them all.
You woo, crack up.
I probably still watch that movie every year. We put that in on Thanksgiving this year in the evening. I mean, that movie just like it encompasses everything about the holiday season
Yeah.
because I mean it's like family and the frustrations and you know that you see Clark go through all those just aggravations of the in-laws and bringing family into the house and the cousin Eddie, and I just love that movie. That movie still holds
Yeah.
up. And, it's in great quality. It's still great humor. We still recite lines from that movie until today.
I could recite that whole movie, you know.
I was actually doing that on Thanksgiving, and Lori said, "That's enough. Don't be Greg."
Don't be Greg. Yeah. Okay. Well, okay. My number 3, Elf.
Will Ferrell.
Okay, people, Santa's coming to town. Oh my God! I know him.
Elf.
All right.
That is a good movie.
I know it's a newer movie, and by newer, what is it? About 10 years old? 12 years old?
Is it that old? I'm not sure.
Anyway, I mean, it's a classic. It's become a classic
yeah,
movie.
yeah.
You know, Jon Favreau hit it out of the park when he made that movie, and Will Ferrell's an excellent role as Buddy Elf. And I mean, it's just one of the funniest movies, Christmas movies, besides Christmas Vacation.
Yeah.
You know, and I watch that every year, and along with all the others, and everything still makes me laugh,
Yeah.
and that's really what makes a good movie is when you can watch it 100 times and still love it and laugh every time. You know?
I mean, and for sure it's a Christmas classic because we bought a 3-pack of movies a few years ago, and it was Christmas Vacation, Elf, and A Christmas Story.
Oh yeah.
And
Those
Christmas,
three right
Christmas
there.
Story didn't make my list, so I didn't think of that. But those 3, I mean, it was in a pack of those movies, and those movies are from like both those movies are from the 80s, or Christmas Vacation I think is like 88.
89, maybe 90.
yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, Elf, it's got to be. I don't know if it's 10 years old or not, but it's probably times
Yeah.
past. But yeah, that's a good movie.
Yep.
All right, so what
Number 2.
All right, so my number 2, Greg, is
Yeah.
gonna be a movie that
It's gonna be a shocker to me.
It's gonna be a shocker. Nobody's gonna think that would have came to anybody's mind, but my number 2 is Money Train.
This Thanksgiving, the train hits your station. Money Train.
With you and me together, man, what can stop us?
Money Train.
I mean, come on. I don't know.
J-Lo.
I don't know. I like those action movies that kind of
Like
like
J-Lo naked.
that happen around Christmas time. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
This movie's got Woody Harrelson and Wesley Snipes. I mean, White Man Can't Jump again. I mean, think about it. Wesley Snipes, think about how huge of an actor he is now. No, but
Now, yeah, he is.
no, that was,
Yeah, you know, like Blade. Wait, that was like 400 years
I don't know
ago.
that movie. I don't know why it came to my mind, but it was all about the money train going down the tracks, and like they dumped all the money in, and it was like the busiest like holiday shopping day, and all the stores were throwing, the money
What was it, Christmas Eve, I
banks and
guess?
everything. I think it was Christmas Eve, and they had to, they were robbing the money train. And
Crap. I don't even remember that damn movie.
Wesley Snipes and Woody Harrelson's characters, they were brothers in this movie because they were like from the same orphanage or same adoption.
Was it a Subway? They were really,
Subway,
really?
Yeah, so it was like a
not like a sandwich shop they were robbing.
No. I don't know, it's a good movie. I don't know why it came to my mind, but anyway. What's your number 2?
Funny
Top that.
Well, my number 2, like your number 3, is Christmas Vacation, and you know what could be said that we just didn't say a minute ago, but it's one of the greatest Christmas movies ever. I mean, it's got everything with comedy. It is a funny movie, and
it just holds up. I mean, it's still a great movie. I think not only is it top 5 of my Christmas list, it's probably one of my top 5 movies of all time. I mean, I can just watch that movie over and over again. I mean, I watch it every year. We had it on this year, Thanksgiving, like I said earlier.
Man,
that is a great movie.
It is a good movie.
We can sit back and annoy each other or annoy everybody around us and recite every word of that movie. That's
my biggest problem with that movie. I love that movie, but then I can't watch it without knowing every word and wanting to recite every word, you know. Oh, call the word. You know, that's very good.
We're cracking each other up now.
Take the wholesome take it, Russ. La, 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 la.
That tree's not going to fit in your living room. It's not going in my living room. Oh, that tree's not gonna fit in my front yard. I screwed it up.
You screwed it up. Dan, that wouldn't fit in your living room.
Where are you gonna put a tree that big? Bend over and I'll show you.
You have a lot of nerve talking to me that way, Griswold. I wasn't talking to you.
We've carried on too long.
Okay, what's your drum roll? What's your number 1? Speaking of Christmas Vacation.
All right, my number 1 is Die Hard.
A guy to like.
Come out to the coast, we'll get together, have a few laughs.
And a hard man to kill. Bruce Willis. Die Hard.
Got invited to the Christmas party by mistake. Who knew?
Die Hard. Yeah.
No, Die Hard's a good movie. I mean,
so it is a good movie.
It's all based around like Christmas Eve and Christmas party.
So Carl Winslow, he's in there as like
out there with Eddie
cop,
and but no, this movie's from 1988, and yet wasn't the last one just came out like a year or 2 years ago?
The last one was awful. I saw it last year.
Plane that was like going like
no. You're thinking no. There was a 5th one too.
Oh, that was. No. Where he got shot and then he got shot.
That was
again.
Live Free and Die Hard, and then there was some other man. It was a bad movie.
But Die Hard, the original. Well, I think the first 3 Die Hards were awesome, right? The first 2 definitely.
No, first one, third one.
What was the one with Samuel L. Jackson?
Third. Oh, Die Hard with a Vengeance.
That was Bad to the Bone.
That's my favorite.
He's wearing the street sign or
I hate this.
Anyway, so that movie's great, and you know he's kicking the crap out of all those German terrorists and everything, and he's barefoot in the whole movie, which I thought was kind of cool. But
it almost is like you think Home Alone got that idea? Remember with the ornaments where he got his foot off, his shoes off, and he was barefoot, so he had to walk in barefoot on the. Hey, maybe a little Die Hard homage on in Home Alone.
Yeah, it was only a couple years later.
Yeah.
Greg, what's your
number 1? It's a Wonderful Life. Okay.
Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas, George! Merry Christmas, movie house! Merry Christmas, Emporium! Merry Christmas, you wonderful Billy and Lone!
It is a Wonderful Life. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. Not even Christmas, but Christmas. This movie, it's Christmas at the end. It's not really Christmas through the whole thing, but it's probably one of the most emotional movies I've ever sit through. I mean, you feel all sorts of emotions, happy, sad, you know, you're going, oh my gosh, this guy, he's so wonderful, and then, you know, without him, it really tears at your heartstrings, but it's just a wonderful movie. It's a Wonderful Life is a wonderful movie.
How many times have you seen that movie, Greg?
I don't know. My entire life? I don't know. Good 100 times or so?
Believe it or not, last year on Christmas Day was the first time I've ever watched that movie.
That blows my mind when you told me that.
I remember sitting there and kind of like tearing up a little bit, but it was like cool because like a lot of the stuff and the circumstances that he dealt with are very still like real life stuff.
It's one of those movies that I mean, let's see, it's like right after World War II. I think it's like from the 40s or something.
It's like
it's not
Wizard
even
of Oz old.
Yeah, it's not even like the widescreen or anything. I don't think, and in black and white, obviously. But the only thing that I mean, there's a few things as far as styles and instead of making out with the love of his life, he's like necking or something. I mean, it's kind of weird to that aspect. But other than that, I mean, anyone can relate because it's basically money problem. It's a big thing is money, not having enough money, and trying to scrape by, and like how really that family and friends and all this is worth more than the richest man in the world, which is a beautiful story. And I laugh like a angry pig. Angry
pig?
Angry bird. The pig's on Angry Bird. Okay, whatever.
Anyway, I guess that's our first 5 movies that came to mind.
That's our picks.
We thought of Christmas movies.
You know what you can do? You can comment in below, maybe, if this is YouTube you're looking at. Comment down there.
Tell us your 5.
Say, do you like Greg's 5 or do you like Josh's 5? Greg's 5 or that guy. Tell us your 5 too. We'd really like to know because
we left a lot of stuff out.
There's a lot of stuff out. I mean, like we were talking a Christmas Story. Like, I love A Christmas Story, but
it's that already this year too.
Yeah, and TBS shows it like 24 hours.
Yeah, it just keeps running a loop.
And that's kind of tradition. When I'm over at my parents' house Christmas Eve, we end up watching that, and it's
falling asleep.
That's a good movie too. Yeah, falling asleep.
Napping.
Yeah.
Anyway, well, I guess that's it for this installment of Film Bacon TV.
Holiday edition.
Merry Christmas. Happy holidays.
Merry Christmas. Okay.